What if I told you that there's a music video hidden away on the special features of a DVD of an obscure horror film sequel? And what if I told you that music video became a furry anthem? Well, today we're going to be talking about the forgotten furry anthem, Move Your Dead Bones. So to really understand this story, we need to kind of go back to the very beginning, when I discovered it, when I first came across it, and I want you to experience it just like I did for that first time too. So when I was a young furry, just getting used to finding things on the internet, I used to frequent a website called Newgrounds. Newgrounds was host to, let's just say, many interesting and colorful Flash animations. And this was one of them. It was a video called Move Your Dead Bones by an animator by the name of Zarla. It featured a very bright red and blue fox girl character dancing and kind of singing alongside a bunch of other characters of the time. It's a very interesting video, and I think it's best explained by watching it. Given the nature that this might be copyrighted music, I'm guessing it probably is, we're still going to give it a watch and react to it just so you can experience it a little bit and understand what it is that I'm on about.
Come on, boys and girls, come a little closer. I'm the Reanimator.
That voice always gets me. The come here, boys and girls, come a little closer. It's just like the most blown out voice possible. It's the thing that honestly sticks out in my mind every time I hear this song, is it's just that intro. But you ready to get slapped in the face with Eurodance? Here we go. Okay, like real talk, y'all. Have you ever seen that it's like cyber goth dance party meme? Tell me I'm wrong. If this doesn't date this video, nothing else does. Either you have experienced this or you have not. So the artist inserted themselves into this piece. The artist's name is Zarla. So Zarla is an artist that, by their own admission, does not consider themselves to be furry. In fact, they are quoted as saying, "I made Zar back about 10 or 11 years ago when I was still interested in furries. I've used her as my online name and avatar since. She has not changed her appearance at all since I made her. Therefore, even though I don't draw furries anymore, have no interest in furry art, and want nothing to do with any kind of furry subculture, I kept Zar the same because I was used to her. It's hard to change something you've used for 11 years. Zar is a representation of myself. She has no personality outside of my own, and no character outside of mine. All she is, to me, is an alternate way of presenting myself on the internet so people don't know what I really look like. So I don't consider myself a furry." Actually, you just basically gave me the definition of a fursona. Zarla has a fabulous website, by the way, which I totally recommend you checking out just for the nostalgia's sake. I mean, I love this so much. Ishido.com. This reminds me so much of my early time on the internet. It reminds me so much of just kind of exploring everybody's different websites on like Yahoo GeoCities and stuff. It's so nostalgic looking at this, I swear. Like, this is like a throwback for me, like an instantaneous throwback for me. So this video, despite it not being furry, ends up on Furry LiveJournal. Now, if you haven't been to LiveJournal is just kind of like an early journaling website. It's not that much different than like maybe Tumblr. A lot of furries early on use LiveJournal. Furries tend to find their way into like every internet community, of course. This started making its rounds on LiveJournal, and it really exploded in the furry fandom. It became a really big deal. Such a big deal that the song was actually used in a live performance on stage at Further Confusion 2007. This is a historical documentation of the performance. Still better than all the single furries.
Generate your feet.
I love that he has like, they all have like the characteristic Uncle Kage garb, right? You know, like the lab coat. But it looks like he's wearing trip pants too. It's hard to tell based on the resolution of this. I just realized this is really morbid. That fursuiter in the background is supposed to be dead. This is what happens when you don't drink water at cons. You pass out in fursuit and you end up on stage. I'm surprised that table can hold them. I can see it bowing in the video, but like, oh my god, that's a brave thing to lay on that table. Also, like, to have that kind of energy in fursuit on stage it takes a lot. It takes a lot, honestly. I've done a few fursuit performances in my time, and that can take it out. Why did you bring me back to life? I was resting peacefully. This is what happens when you get woken up with a hangover at a con. You know what's funny? I'm trying to actually recognize the fursuit makers in this more than anything. I'm pretty sure this one up here is Scribble Fox based on the foot paws and the way that the mouth is opening. I think that's a Cody suit. Not sure. Oh my god. I don't remember this part. just pulls out a gun, shoots fursuiters on stage. Here we are. Would not fly today. Oh yes, a chainsaw. The perfect furry defense. I love that there's just pieces of fur flying suddenly. This got insane. Like, this wow, this turned into a gore fest. Yeah, nothing like a fursuiter dancing across the stage with a giant gun. I can't. So we have this, and it explodes on the furry scene. It shows up in raves, it shows up in talent shows like this, and it becomes kind of a little bit of a furry anthem at the time. But what about the song itself? So I had actually never seen the original music video at that time that this song was popping off. I had heard of this song through the Move Your Dead Bones animated video by Zarla, and that's how it made its way to my playlist. I'd never actually seen the real music video. And as YouTube started to become more of a thing, I eventually came across the actual music video. The actual music video was a part of the special features on the DVD release of Beyond the Reanimator. And it is just as weird as all this.
Come on, boys and girls. Come a little closer. I'm the Reanimator.
I actually really love that intro shot. Looks great. The one thing that sticks out in my mind about this music video more than anything else, and this is me watching it cold again for the first time in, like, I don't know, 5-6 years. This dude's chin is cut like marble, okay? Like, this dude has a fucking chin. You ready for this? Oh my god. Oh my god, that effect. Ugh, I'm glad we moved past that. It's like drunk vision.
If you're feeling dead, I'll be your Reanimator.
Oh my god. He's wearing arm warmers. What is he, like a femboy? Look at this. He has a cape. He has a cape and arm warmers. What the heck?
Party without limits of sex and don't be blue. Freedom is a turn off for you. Move your dead bones, bones, bones. Move your dead bones, bones, bones. The secret will keep you alive.
Yeah, you get the picture. This music video features a lot of the strange kind of imagery of the original film.
All you people listen to your Reanimator. Don't hesitate and give it a try.
Yes! This is the other scene that I always remember. Him dancing in the jail cells and then, like, the zombies dancing around him. It's so extra. Oh my god, it's so extra.
Party without limits of sex and don't be blue. Freedom is a turn off for you.
Yes! There it is. This part kills me every time I see it. Like, this, as soon as I saw this for the first time, that became that GIF. So the gif of the zombie turning around with blood in their mouth, like in a dopey face, that became a thing for me. That was the thing I would send my friends. This guy. Boom! That guy.
For you, move your dead bones, 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 move your dead bones, bones, bones. The secret will keep you alive. Move your dead bones, 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 move your dead bones, bones, bones. You'll dance for the rest of your life.
Reanimate your feet.
Yeah, so that's the actual music video, right? So this is the actual music video. You can obviously see the influences shared between the two of them. I mean, Zarla pretty obviously watched the original music video, probably on the DVD, and ended up making this, right? Now, I was doing some research on this before making this video, and I came across an article, a pretty reasonably researched article on Bloody Disgusting, where they were trying to get to the bottom of it too, and they ran into a similar problem, which was there's really not a good answer out there, frankly. I mean, like, I don't know why this ended up where it did, or why it exists, but I can give you an educated guess. So I, of course, am a film director. I have spent a lot of my life working in and out of different kinds of film stereos. Well, when I first started, I started in music videos. Now, music videos are called promos for a reason. They're an advertisement for the band, for the label. It's to get people in there. It's to get people, like looking at them, seeing them, hearing them, experiencing them, right? Well, during the time that this film was released, there was something really big going on. That was the purchase and use of personal hard copy media, right? You know, like a DVD. And DVDs had special features, and special features were becoming a selling point, in fact. They would have deleted scenes and weird little tidbits and like Easter eggs and things that you wouldn't see in the theaters. Now, Beyond the Reanimator wasn't exactly what I would call like a theatrical hit. It wasn't great. It wasn't well reviewed. It didn't really do much in terms of the overall series. I mean, you can watch it. It's okay. You know, like, we're not talking like The Room bad, but it's not great. My educated guess is that this music video was produced in part as a selling feature for the DVD. It was to get people to purchase it. It was a advertisement, as you will, something silly that people might talk about, maybe a piece of viral media for later on down the line, because here I am, many years later, talking about that music video. So what about the artist? This is where things get interesting. So the artist, as labeled by the music video, is Dr. Reanimator. The actual artist and composer is David Lime. Now, David Lime comes from the Eurodance scene, specifically Italio Disco. They have some famous pieces from the 80s. It's possibly the most 80s music video I've ever seen, but it's called Bambina. See what I mean? That's freaking 80s. Oh my god. It's so painfully 80s. So this is the guy. This is the guy that made it, right? And I guess that kind of leaves us in a funny place for this video. The reason I ended up picking this song as my video topic was because it reminded me of something in the fandom, something special. When I was young and still finding my way in this world, I had a sort of idealism about me. I was fascinated by the weirdness of technology and the internet and all the crazy things that were going on at the time. I'd come across the furry fandom, and I was still trying to find my place in that too. This little animation represented a gateway into a fantasy world that I had never really experienced at that point. It was a moment where I got to see kind of some silliness and some fun and some quirkiness, and it still, to this very day, makes me smile. Even if it is a little weird and a little strange and maybe a little out there for some folks, it still represents a part in my life that I like to look back at fondly. A time when things were simpler, when the internet was just silly, when people were maybe nicer to each other, but I mean, honestly, rose-colored glasses, right? I feel like there's always been problems, but it's still fun to take a step back, look back in time, and enjoy something like this. I hope you enjoyed this stroll down memory lane with me. Lots of love, y'all. Lots of love, and I'll catch you in the next video, okay? Bye!